Hare Krishna! And today I'd like to read to you a beautiful Bhagavad-gita verse that helps us dispel a very common mistake where we think we don't deserve the good things in life. I get that a lot. People get that a lot, right? You think I don't know why, maybe like parents did something, or siblings, or friends when you were young, or different reasons. So many different reasons can cause this. And then you get this feeling that you just don't deserve good things, that somehow you're not deserving of a good life in general, just basic things in life. But also, I get this a lot in the spiritual field. People don't think they deserve liberation. People think that, no, there's no way I can attain enlightenment because, I'm just not worthy of it. I don't have the merit to deserve enlightenment. And this is a very common thing. I get this a lot. I see this a lot, throughout these decades teaching Bhagavad-gita and spirituality. I hear this a lot. So few people really believe and accept that, yes, I can totally attain liberation in this lifetime. It is my God-given right. So few people understand that. And this one Bhagavad-gita verse goes specifically to that topic. So I want to read it to you. So first I want to read it to you in Sanskrit because it's always nice to hear the Sanskrit of it. So let me read it for you and then I'll read the translation for you. Okay, so here, this is how the Sanskrit goes. This is Bhagavad-gita, chapter 4, verse 36. And it goes like this. Apichet asi pāpebhyaḥ sarvebhyaḥ pāpa-kṛt-tamaḥ sarvaṁ jñāna-plavenaiva vṛjinaṁ santariṣyasi. Let me repeat that. Apichet asi pāpebhyaḥ sarvebhyaḥ pāpa-kṛt-tamaḥ sarvaṁ jñāna-plavenaiva vṛjinaṁ santariṣyasi. Very nice, isn't it? It's always very uplifting to read the Bhagavad-gita. Even if you mess up the Sanskrit like I do, it's always very nice. But anyway, so here's the translation. Even if you're considered the most sinful of all sinners. Wow. This is how Krishna starts. Even if you're considered the most sinful of all sinners, like you're just the lowest of the low, you're the most evil of the evil. I'm pretty sure that description does not fit you. But anyway, even if it did, Krishna says, even if it did, when you're situated in the boat of knowledge, jnana, when you're situated in the boat of transcendental knowledge, you will be able to cross over the ocean of miseries. It's beautiful, isn't it? So Krishna is saying, even if you're like just the worst, you're just like the most evil, horrible person ever, anywhere, which again, I'm sure is not how one would describe you if you're watching this channel. Anyway, so he says, even if you're that person, if you're situated in the boat of transcendental knowledge, jnana, you will be able to cross over the ocean of suffering, of miseries, which is this material world. In other words, anyone can become enlightened. But there is a condition. What's the condition? You're situated in the boat of transcendental knowledge, jnana. So the trick is to get on that boat. So what we have to do is we have to get on this transcendental knowledge boat. And how do you do that? You do that by studying Bhagavad-gita, of course, by acquiring this knowledge, by watching videos like this, by hearing from teachers who are teaching the path of yoga, of spirituality, of enlightenment, of devotion, of bhakti. So when you absorb this knowledge in courses and videos and books, then you're getting on the boat of transcendental knowledge. And why does Krishna put this one prerequisite? Well, why do we have to get this boat? Because it's through knowledge that you can adjust your behavior. Through knowledge you can adjust the ways your mind works. Through knowledge you can attain control over your mind and thus over your life. Knowledge is the basis. If you don't know what to do, you can't do it. As soon as you know how to do it, then you have the knowledge. You see? So through knowledge, so the yoga path is always saying, look, you got to have this knowledge, because when you get this knowledge, then you can start adjusting your life and fixing things and changing where your mind focuses and your ability to focus your mind, etc. And thus you will change your life, you will change your experience of life, you will change your destiny. It's a beautiful verse, isn't it? So you can definitely attain anything you need, and you can attain the perfection of spiritual enlightenment through the boat of transcendental knowledge. So I'll read the verse for you one more time. Api chedasi pāpebhyaḥ sarvebhyaḥ pāpa-kṛt-tamaḥ sarvaṁ jñāna-plavenaiva vṛjinaṁ santariṣyasi. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. I would love to try to serve you answering your questions. Please write below any questions you may have. And thank you very much for your time. Hare Krishna.